Hi friends, let's talk a little bit about alternatives and why I am using technology with an example. So imagine tribal people living in harmony in nature. Let's say you can imagine Amazon tribes living in Amazon rainforest, and they satisfy their instincts. They don't have hierarchies, they don't have exploitation, they just live their lives, right? Naturally, without destroying Mother Nature. So one day, colonizers come, men with guns, always it's that way, it all starts that way. So they come and they take these people. There is a movie, I think called Apocalypta or something like that. With this team, where they take these tribal people and enslave them to exploit. So imagine they put these tribal people into a prison complex with high tech, and they give these people food and clean water and some entertainment, but these people must work for the technological civilization. Let's say they type on a keyboard or do other technical things to be able to have food and water in those prison cells. Otherwise, they are left to die or suffer or excluded, whatever. And one day, one of those tribe members, after many generations, of course, pass, and newborns in the prison cells, new tribe members born, and many generations basically live in those prison cells, and they forget how it was out there before all this happened, before they were put into this prison cell. And some, of course, they feel that something is wrong with this. Something feels not natural. It's like it feels exploitative and hierarchical. It doesn't feel right. It feels unfair. And one day, one tribe member, he or she, manages to reach to the announcement room of the prison complex. He or she grabs the microphone and says, "You are all enslaved. This is not how we are supposed to live. This is exploitation. We are under control of this prison system. We must be free." And here are some of the responses from the other tribe members. Some of them says, "Yes, it's true. I have always felt this way. I know that this is not natural. I know that something was wrong, and this makes sense." Other tribe members, they might say that, "But I'm used to this. I'm living here. Look, I have accumulated this and that. I have this TV entertainment. I like this. What will I do out there?" Or some of them might be incorporated into the hierarchies. So, the corrupt ones, more psychopathic ones, they might have connections with the prison guards, and they might, feel powerful over other tribe members. So they want to keep the prison complex going to feel powerful. And some of them will say, "Look, that guy or that woman went to the microphone to announce. So that person is using the microphone of the prison cell to tell us this information. That means he or she is supporting the prison cell. So she's a hypocrite. So we shouldn't listen to her because she shouldn't use the microphone of the prison cell." Well, the sane ones are the ones who realize that they were stolen from Mother Nature. And as long as this exploitation goes, as I said before, enslaved people enslave others. Animal rights will not be accomplished as long as humans are enslaved by technological civilization. And as long as technological civilization exists, humans will be enslaved because it is inherently unnatural. And to keep unnatural things going, you need hierarchies. And anything unnatural means it is exploitation. These are all equivalent, and people need to realize this. And if we don't realize this, we are not going to be free. You can say, well, justice, progresses happened in the past in human rights, but realize that all those progresses were beneficial for the technological civilization. That's why they happened. Freeing of slaves, black-skinned people, child labor ending, women rights, etc. They were all demanded actually by the technological civilization. It was beneficial, increasing efficiency. More and more sinister, complicated ways of enslaving humans, psychological tactics, etc. So we need to realize that we are going in the direction of more and more complicated slavery, more and more away from the natural balance at a larger, bigger scale.